Bruh.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Who was that, man? Get out of here.
Is that a joint?
Everyone is electric, man. Nobody uses oil anymore, right?
Hey, Adrian A, thanks for the 420. Welcome, everyone, to the stream, the afternoon stream. Did like a 3-hour plus morning stream, the earliest stream I've ever done, to just cover trading being halted. Level 1 circuit breaker went off today. And 15 minutes later, trading resumed and things chilled out. I mean, like prices climbed after that. Liquidity got put into the market. But then you closed near session lows at the end of the day. Again, talking about the stock market, not really Bitcoin, even though that's up on the screen, where it was like a head and shoulders. Freaking music, man. Like, how is this possible? I've got to get that figured out, man. All right, whatever. So, you know, you've hit that 7,400 area. Wait, no, sorry, the 7,700 area. Now, I'm thinking about Gemini, which had a flash crash wick. Really interesting, though. You know, looking at Gemini on the weekly and what's happened with that, with the wick. I mean, you're at it, aren't you? Where that one wick was back the week October 21st, 2019. Here we are again. So, say what you want about Bitcoin going to zero. 5,800, much lower prices. You can't get there unless you break below 72 to 7,400. So we make a higher low here. Could be a real good sign. Maybe we get some bullish convergence. And this could wow everybody. Because I'm just saying, man, this pattern is the size of Mars. It's huge. It's on the weekly. So it's extremely significant. And it's like very visible. So everyone around the world is like seeing this pattern. And you've made a pretty deep retrace from the low point to high point now. What are we at? Hold on. Look at this in log scale. Yeah, we're looking in log scale. In log. I mean, you've gotten pretty close to a 78% retrace. So, you get it, man. These could be low risk. It is kind of the, if you were talking about trying to trade a potential pattern, these are like near the lowest risk areas, between like 7,400 and 7,700. Just saying. Now, of course, it's not even a real pattern, so it could fail. But that's it. Then stop losses below 7,200 or so, right? Anyway. Interestingly enough, with all the selling today, President Trump went live and briefed on, everything going on with the coronavirus, what they're doing, measures they're taking for test kits that are in all 50 states now. And it looks like maybe, just maybe, I guess the futures market really likes it because it's climbing. Dow Jones Industrial, the top right, 24,184. S&P 500 futures, top left, 2,782. And then oil futures in the bottom left, just sitting around 32.07. Getting a little bit of the climb, but not much really at all. And here's your VIX futures. So market uncertainty going down. Well, let's see. Break this. This is like the 5-minute chart, man. So it's not really, I'm not doing technical analysis. It's literally just us seeing the price action, right? So might gap up tomorrow, maybe. But it would make sense, man. The S&P 500 hit a very, very critical, interesting support. Closed right at it. I'm talking almost perfectly. It's not just one thing or two things. It's three different levels of confluence. So forgive my, I've got descending, rotting wedge stuff. It's kind of like downsloping and diverging price action, but don't worry about that. What you're looking at is like 27.29, which is a low point from June of 2019, March of 2019. And I guess it was a peak from May of 2018. But that's like the horizontal line support. But then you go from your low point to high point. What is it? It's hard to see it, but it is the 618. Sorry, this is log scale. My bad. Oops. There we go. Sorry. So in linear scales, the way I've been looking at it. So the 618, the gold mean ratio, you touched it like the Jesus man. So the 618 lines up, just happens to line up with the critical support looking left. And what makes this even stronger as a potential reversal area or support would be the fact that, the little wave we got, this little dead cat bounce before the dump again, from that low to high, that's a 1414 fib extension. So they're so confluent, you can't even read it or see it because they're just perfect together. So it's just the meeting of three rivers in this situation, which confluence is the meeting of two rivers, pretty much like the definition of it. So it held. You did not break it with confirmation close. You never even intraday fell below it. So we will see. This market's insane. It looked kind of good here on Friday, decent, and then OPEC waged a trade war or, price war on oil. So that helped catalyze further dumping, and it was kind of like Black Monday. For sure. This was the largest point drop in history for the Dow Jones. It dropped 2,014 points. Over 7% losses on the S&P 500. I mean, this is like the worst day since 2008. All across the board, man. I mean, things just got devastated. Divergence could be in development on the RSI. I mean, you get any kind of move to the upside. You start pivoting here. Yeah, you could say low, lower low, higher levels, relative strength. Wouldn't be that clear on the MACD. You know how we like losing all the negative momo first. Okay. So yeah, that's the S&P, and then here's the quad screen for, you know, top left Dow Jones Industrial plunged, man. Nearing a support of 23,400. Oh man, the Fibonacci on this low to high. I mean, I think it's a 78% retrace. Things got killed. So S&P 500 we just looked at is in the top right. Bottom left is the IWM, which is the ETF for the Russell 2000, where look, it gapped down violently, fell below that support area, right? On, yeah, look, it even regarded it as resistance on Friday. So here was, you closed the session lows, and here's the big one, big support between 125 and 129. Big time support. Don't fall below it, man. So critical areas across the board. Oh, sorry, I've got gold here. We can look at gold on the big screen because it's down right now. You know, it's definitely doing that, you know, the rally, the sell-off, the attempted rally. Looking kind of weak on this attempted rally, where you'd think that with the market selling off so much that you get big prices up, but just not today. So super tired, you know, been up for many hours, so don't know how long this stream's gonna be. Just wanted to go live because, I mean, people shouldn't be penalized because I did a really, you know, early morning stream and a lot of people weren't able to watch that. So hello, is anyone there? Can I hear you? Can you hear me? Decibel level's good, everything. So I've got this GBTC up on my big screen. Yeah, looking at GBTC and log scale, it was too perfect, man. So what happened? Gap down today, fell as low as $8.20. Why? Well, history. Resistance, resistance, support, support, and, you know, price action at this area. And here we are again. And so you had a really nice rally and closed with an open gap around $10.60. Closed at pretty much, you know, it's kind of this reversal point where things pivot there, the downside and upside. So, I mean, that's a very large wick. I mean, the problem is the oscillators don't look very good at all right now, you know, to line up and coincide with the good looking candle. But, you know, eventually you'd think that maybe that gap would fill. 1060, there's another one up at like 13.15. So it doesn't look as good as the spot prices, potential inverse head and shoulders, but look, as you can see, a left shoulder ahead or something, and then a right shoulder, whatever. Yeah, stick to the spot. Awesome. Excuse me. Let's see. So I guess we can go to Ethereum. Everything's good. Okay, nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. The issue with this coronavirus, like, when's it going to stop, man? We have no idea what the damage is going to be in the coming months. And that's why, like, you know, we would eventually get a rally. And the rally would be a nice retrace. And, you know, in the coming months with that retrace, we would then get the economic data that would show like how bad things are, and then we would like make that lower high and then sell off again. And that's kind of how the beginning of a recession would start, if it was going to, because it's just not going to just keep going straight down, man. Though it could. I do think that, the S&P could keep going down. We'll come right back to Ethereum. I just want to show you out one more thing on the S&P. It's right here. It's this 2016 uptrend, you know. Oh, sorry, this is 2009, my bad. All the way up. You've got a potential demand line. Let me go to the weekly for this. Here we go, much better. So a demand line would put you down at like 25, 35 if you were to ever get there. Last time we failed, we bounced off that 200-week moving average. Does seem likely in time we would see that again. Of course, largest spike of negative momentum ever on the weekly for the S&P 500, minus 57. And just like that, getting near oversold territory. Harrison James, that means you need to join the Discord, because if you join the Discord, you get notified.
Hi, Mitch. Today I was able to watch your stream at Morning Horus in Poland, and it was awesome to finally drink morning coffee with your Samsung TA.
Sultan, man, thanks so much, dude, for the super chat, man. Very cool. Yeah, I'm on about my 4th cup of coffee today, man, so I hear you on that. Samsung's good. Yeah, I mean, Samsung's definitely best for viewing videos. It's better than the Apple, I think. I don't know. I have the Apple, the iPhone 8 or whatever. But anyway, thanks, dude. So you get what's going on. You know, you could rally, come back up, retrace again, and then dump. Eventually, you'd be, you never really ever want to break this demand line, dude. That's the trend, the uptrend. It's so crazy how far away you got from it. And it's kind of crazy how fast you're getting back to it. Fastest drop ever. Okay, let's go back to Ethereum. Sorry, man. I just wanted to point that out. Wait, 4 hour. So where are you? Where is Ethereum? From its low to high, it's between the 618 and 50%. Trying to hold on to a very critical support. You don't want to fall below this. Fall below that. Look out. Look out. There's going to be some minor supports on the way there, but I do think, in time you would see maybe 150 again. That's kind of like if Bitcoin breaks 7,400, it's going to 6,800. So if that happened, then of course, yeah, Ethereum would go from like 198 or something to 150. Okay. Can't forget the Fed. What? We're not. No one's forgetting the Fed. They're going to have like another huge rate cut March 18th. I can't even believe it's March 9th, man. That is insane. I'm so happy. I love like when we have more daylight outside. Like right now, it's daytime. I'm digging it, man. Oh God, yeah. I mean, we haven't even talked about I forgot, man. I'm sorry. I should just structure these and just go over the rounds every stream or something. get in a habit, you know. That just takes time. Yeah, oil. My God, sorry. It's because I've done like 2 streams now and I'm exhausted. Worst day since 1991.
Gold/silver, real estate, crypto, stocks all challenged. Where's the money going? Are people hoarding cash?
Yeah, it would seem like it. I guess, yeah. Sidelines. 6 trillion gone on the stock market, or 5.7, I guess, revised number. Yeah, people are panicking. I mean, a lot of money has been going into gold. Like just nonstop, man. 6 years, billions and billions being acquired by me and a lot of you, but a lot bigger fish than us. So yeah, you would think that sidelines until the volatility subsides, until we get some sort of rally. I mean, again, but the rally we get could be bad. I mean, it could just be a scrub rally, like a bear flag or a huge rising wedge pattern or something, before we dump again. So anyway, the big number you got to look out for is $26. You don't want to fall below that. I mean, look where you are, dude. Holy crap. $32, you're just right at it. So falling below that $26 area, which is also 2003 levels. I don't know. I'd have to find another chart with more data. But on this chart, on Wanda's, it'd be the lowest low. Nasty. Cash is king in a recession. Yeah, man. Sorry, man. My focus isn't here. I don't think I got a full 8 hours tossed and turned waiting for open. I mean, you just knew it was going to be insane. And it was historical. I'm glad to have gotten to cover it live. It was fun. I mean, in a way, I guess. Okay, Litecoin, whatever, go on back.
So, I'm laying here in pure exhaustion. I got those 2 servers I was crying about earlier fixed as of 30 minutes before you come on live. I hear you say Gemini had a flash crash. Hey, my buy was low on Gemini. Skip, you lucky me. At least something went right.
Nice, Nefarious. Well, congratulations on your limit buy if you got it. And thank you, man, for the 1337. The Neo in the jar. Very cool, dude. Appreciate it. And you're also in exhaustion, too. Nice, man. The servers are fixed. So all is well, dude. So there you go. Litecoin, scrubbing it up. I mean, even conservatively speaking, from this high to low, you didn't even make a 38% retrace before dumping again. And where'd you go? You went straight down to the next support. I mean, we've had these things posted forever, man. These support resistance lines. And it just goes back. You can see how much price action you get in this little zone here. And here we are again, holding it. But man, after a violent dump, no pattern development right now. So yeah, I mean, sure. Because you're so oversold, you could climb a little bit more to get out of oversold territory, and then you could dump again. And after that next dump, we could maybe get bullish divergence, but we don't have that yet. I'm sorry. Just not going on. Now, what do we do here if we anchor that? I mean, it's probably a channel, but you could just as easily anchor here too. And it's almost like you're trying to create some sort of wedging action, I guess. Maybe. Again, just as easily, you could plot a channel and not even worry about the wedge. Just do like 1, 2, and then 3 or something. Or that also can work. Just so you can see it, where a breakout point might be. All right, man. This is like an area where you'd think that it might bounce at least for some sort of, just automatic rally, flag, whatever, set up for lower prices, then go again maybe. But at this point, where Litecoin is, let's see if I have that Fibonacci on the daily. I do. So from your major low to high, you've hit a 78% retrace now. It's done. That's deep retrace. Definitely deep retrace. So no bullish divergence yet. It's like Bitcoin, where you might get some on the MACD, but breaking $50. I mean, you will probably see $35 again. It's really like $38. That was where it was before, right? That settle up date, January 6, 2019. That's what you'd probably see again. If you can't hold this, that's a serious ice line, man. Forget about it. Okay, Litecoin, get wrecked. Neo, whatever. Just devastated, destroyed. I guess you could have looked at it like a flag, and maybe the measure move of the bear flag would have been a more adequate target than just the size of the structure. Clearly, right? It dumped down much lower prices, and do I have it on the daily? I can't remember. I don't think so. No, I don't. Let me just do it on the 4 hour. Doesn't matter. We're from that major low to high, 78% retrace. Okay. All these rallies you've had, they've lost 78% of their value from their beginning to their end. I mean, those are value areas, but a low to a lower low, you're oversold again and you're making higher levels of relative strength. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of definitely real. Hard to argue. Neo sold off. Deep retrace. Where you are on support. Yeah, I guess you are at a pretty critical support area. Yeah, lots of touches here. Yeah, I think all of these alts are like at their own respective critical supports, right? Bitcoin's not mine. It's at 7,700, which isn't as critical as 7,400. Yeah, these alts are just barely hanging on, man. Let's see what happens. Think you get a rally, you might dump again. It's all in Bitcoin, man. Dude, this music sucks. Get out of here. Hello? So futures still up. Still a really nice rally since President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence discussed coronavirus measures, what they're doing, what they got going on. So just kind of stalling a little bit. Who knows, might keep climbing. And you got, oil futures in the bottom left. I mean, this is the S&P mini futures, top left, top right, Dow Jones. Bottom left, oil. Just sitting there, real low. Remember, it gapped down, worst day since 91, 41, 46, and then at open, yesterday evening, it was like $30, got down to $30, but then intraday, 27.34. So futures, VIX futures, been selling off, inverse correlating with, Dow Jones and S&P futures. Wow, riveting. Gold, my bad, dude. Gold that had that pretty severe sell-off at the attempted rally. You made like higher highs, barely. Really weak, man. It never had you know, a candle close above that previous wick from February 24th. So now you're beginning to sell off some. So you got to think, is this bearish divergence developing? It sure is. I mean, it sure definitely looks like it. Look, a high on price, clear pullback, you rally, you got lower levels of positive memo, unless something changes soon, unless you start pumping. I mean, this is getting more and more likely to be real. Bearish divergence on golds on the daily after a stupendous run and attempted rally. RSI, same story. Higher high, lower levels of relative strength. And you just think, man, like if markets start recovering and, you know, having like a reflexive rally, then you'd think gold would maybe sell off, because if they inverse correlate, then gold, you know, showing exhaustion, maybe fundamentally, or just, again, maybe it's because it's the hedge, stock market rallies, this would dump, you know? Okay. Oh my God, chat, you see this? I'm getting rated. It's unreal, dude. What are you talking about, Leonard? Buy head and shoulders at the confirmation line. Talking about Bitcoin? Talking about... Huh? Yeah, report of those bots, man. They'll never stop coming. I don't really understand what they're doing. It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, man, we got 24 minutes till a daily candle close. I'm trying to make it, man. Just tired. Well, man, all the alts look kind of the same, dude. Wait, how are we looking at Bitcoin and log scale? There's something interesting about Bitcoin and log scale. Bitfinex? Yeah. So, what's amazing about log scale Bitcoin on the daily is you are right at, from the low point to high point, you're right at the golden retrace. The 618, 77, 79, you touched it perfectly. What else did you touch perfectly? Look at the beautiful channel in log scale. We remember this? Look, we're back testing it. We're holding it as support for now. But yeah, log scale has been very well respected. I dig it, man.
Is that a joint?
Quit ragging, Mitch. I just worked a 10-hour day. Tell me what you think about Carnival Cruise, please.
Well, destroyed. And, I mean, I don't know how it could get much worse, even though it definitely can. What is it? CRL? I can't remember. No, it's a Carnival Cruise. Oh, CCL, yeah. Thinking RCL for Royal Caribbean. Dude. So down 20% today. I mean, if you thought it was bad yesterday or Friday, look at today, Black Monday. The time of reckoning, hey, $20. $20, man. That was the next critical support I had plotted. And you're just going straight down, capitulating. So maybe more selling tomorrow. I mean, is the outlook going to get better for Carnival Corporation tomorrow? The only move up it would get would probably be because the indices somehow had their, reflexive rally. Futures continuing to climb to the upside might be might be a day tomorrow where you move up. Remember, you hit the 1414 or the 61.8% retrace and a critical support on the S&P 500, a huge area of confluence. So just like the first time we rallied like crazy was a 50% retrace and a critical support. So if you rally at the 1414, maybe it's like that cipher stuff, remember? So we'll see you down probably lower prices. $18 to $20 is the next real major critical support. That's it. Devastated. Yeah, isn't it like Italy shutting down their whole economy pretty much? Insane. Though across the market, so many things have just shed so many points so fast because of the panic selling. And look at the volume involved with the dumping. I mean, when's the last time you saw volume like that? I don't know. Like, if you ever have seen that, it's like record levels of volume. I mean, that's one. And then look at this one, dude. Royal Caribbean. Man, it's like, it's worse. Okay, so I'm in log scale right now. Get out of log scale. Oh my god. So you gotta think about October of 2011, the low point, to the high point, which was, February 2018, December 2019, kind of triple topped up there. You've almost sold off 78% of the way. You've fallen into the zone of support. We've had plotted, look left, of 2011. 2004. I mean, you're just falling to insanely low levels here. Decimated. Yeah, the Tesla car is going the wrong way. I agree. Yeah, it is. Look, chat. Futures are up. We might be saved at a critical support. And maybe 4 hour, if we pivot here on the S&P on the 4 hour, we could have bullish divergence. I'm telling you, you could have that XABCD wave stuff where we are finishing working on wave C. C to D is, normally going to be a more major retrace to the upside. You got to think, man, if this keeps up, could be a good day tomorrow where we have 1,000-point gain on the Dow. I mean, that's always possible with violent swings like this. And what's crazy, once the recovery isn't going to be methodical. If you have a methodical move to the downside, okay, you might have a methodical move to the upside, and the way we've violently been selling off in a very short period of time, the violence could come back the other way. Volatility, it's not easy. So rest in peace, people who thought there would be follow through price action tomorrow. Because there might not be. There might be a reversal. But again, you can't say that there wasn't a 1414, a 618 golden retrace, and there wasn't a critical support looking left, and the market, is down from its top 19%. So after a 19% drop, straight line down, eventually you get moves up. Okay. Very good. So tired, man. Yeah, I might get out of here early. I know there's 17 minutes left. But yeah, I mean, finally stalling. Bitcoin's finally trying to stall a little bit on the selling because you got so oversold. Right, out of support. So you're kind of trying to spring right now. Major support. You want to hold above this. As you can see, how many times we've regarded it as support before, as resistance before. Definitely price action, chop through it. So it's a big area, man. You want to hold above it and rally. But I think it's below all the fib extensions. Yeah, right. Yeah, the 1618 is the support area. So those are deep retraces. Deep fib. That's the deepest fib extension, the inner fib extension. Yeah, dude, it's crazy on these music channels. You see these same bots, and they're just spamming. It's so weird. I don't understand it. Okay, dead chat. It's been fun. Thank y'all for watching. Bitcoin is approaching 7,900. You could reverse here because of just how, you know, sick that move down was, and now you're at a support, and you're at a 1618 fib extension. And, you know, look left, 7,700 is like the left part of that shoulder. I mean, Gemini's very pretty. We can just leave it on the weekly for you to see. Imagine this pivoting and really holding here and never falling below 7,400 and then moving to the upside again. How insane. High or low, you gotta have it, man. You're in deep retrace territory. You don't want to be falling any lower than this, than what you saw at 7,400 on this flash crash on Gemini. So I'll just be back tomorrow sometime. I don't know if it's going to be a morning stream, okay? So let me kind of rather depleted in the evening. So thank y'all for the likes, love, support, contributions. Bitcoin could reverse around this area for a little while, just to continue losing that negative memo, continue getting out of oversold territory on the 4 hour before selling off again. Thanks so much. Till next time, respect the TA.
Someday, somehow, somewhere, we'll meet again. Oh yeah. Rising up to greet the sun, descending once again. Descending once again. Once again.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.